Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. We've got a couple of things to discuss this morning, starting off with the City of Milwaukee's annual celebration of African American culture, history, art, commerce, and entertainment, the 2020 Bronzeville Week. Here to talk about that and more is 6th District Alderwoman Milele Coggs and Deshea Agee, who's the Executive Director of the historic King Drive Business Improvement District, number 8. Good morning.
Good morning.
So happy to have you both join me, and I'm even happier to know that Bronzeville Week is not going to be completely wiped out like so many other things in 2020. So this is the 8th year, right?
Yes, it is.
Well, we're excited to find out how, in fact, you're going to move forward and what events that you do have scheduled amid COVID-14.
So we are definitely still going to maintain some of our signature events. They'll just be a little bit different. You know, this year's Bronzeville Week begins on August 1st and is through August 8th. So on the 1st, we will kick off with the Harambe 5K walk run. It will be virtual. So participants are encouraged to do their 5K throughout the week in their own neighborhoods and report in as they reach that 5K level.
All right.
So that's how we'll start out, and it's great events all the way through.
Yes, thank goodness for the virtual approach to things, right? So Bronzeville Week is August 1st through the 8th, and you have some other things that really sound fun to get engaged with, and one of them, people can actually drive up and have some fun. So tell us a little bit more about that.
We are partnering with Milwaukee Health Services and on near Clark and MLK Drive, we'll turn their parking lot into a drive-in theater where we'll get to see 2 showings, a matinee for the family, The Wiz, and we'll see an evening showing of The Barbershop. And we'll have complimentary popcorn from our sponsor, Greater Milwaukee Foundation, and complimentary water and COVID bags from MHS. For MHS, it's the kickoff for their National Health Center Week. So they're partnering with us to be able to bring something to the neighborhood that I think most people in the neighborhood have never seen before. So that's how we'll end Bronzeville Week, is that final day, that Saturday the 8th, with that drive-in.
That is pretty awesome. And Milwaukee Health Services Incorporated is always so engaged with the community right there in Bronzeville. So to be able to incorporate them, and with us still battling COVID-19, they're able to hand out those safety kits, which are so important as we do have a mandate here in the city of Milwaukee. So The Wiz, how did you guys come up with this particular film?
You know, we talked to the planning committee, and I did a survey of sorts on my social media asking folks what types of movies they would love to see. And during the poll, there were a few movies that rose to the top, and The Wiz was definitely one of them.
All right. Don't nobody bring me no bad news. It's going to be a lot of singing along, right? So Deshea, we all know that King Drive is the heart of Bronzeville, and bid number 8's goal is to improve and revitalize the district and bring investment and new business to the area. So talk about some of the things that you've been able to do even in the midst of COVID-19.
You know, a lot of businesses are being impacted that we know, and all types of businesses up and down King Drive and throughout the neighborhood and throughout the city. So one of the things that we have been able to do in helping the businesses is working with our partner, Local Initiative Support Corporation in Milwaukee. And we've been able to provide some grant assistance to the businesses to assist with rent payments as well as paying staff. So far, we have issued 18 grants to businesses that are in the Business Improvement District to close to $22,000 in grant funds. We've also assisted a couple of the pop-up businesses with launching their websites, and those are things that we will continue to do. I'll add, second thing that we have found very successful, a very exciting opportunity for businesses to get some exposure. We are working with Recycle the Black Dollar and promoting our cash mob. And so we have 8 weeks of stopping every Friday at a specific business. We started with Rise and Grind, and I'll note that Rise and Grinds took place on Juneteenth Day. Now we know that Juneteenth celebration was officially canceled, but if you was on King Drive on Juneteenth, you could not tell that Juneteenth was canceled, because throughout King Drive, going from about Concordia all the way down to Clark Street, there were events that included MHS, one of our local fraternities, the brothers of the Q Brothers, as well as our Rise and Grind Cash Mob. We also did a mural on Juneteenth at Locust and MLK, and the People's Revolution Party had the Black Lives Matter set up at Concordia MLK. So generally, you know, King Drive is the place where a lot of things happen on Juneteenth. So it felt like Juneteenth all over again. As we continue on with our Cash Mob, this week we are at Import Designs, and next week we are at On the Bayou. Next week, as a part of Bronzeville Week, if I can share also, we are highlighting businesses and pushing our Cash Mob throughout the week, and we're calling it Shop Bronzeville. And our effort is to really promote businesses, encourage people to come into the area during Bronzeville Week, and essentially to be able to show that support at an important time where the business is really needed.
Absolutely. And with all of that said, those things were accomplished with social distancing and mask wearing all in mind. I see Milele, she shakes her head at many of the things that you've talked about when it comes to the businesses there on King Drive. You both work together closely in reaching the mission and the goals of really what you are doing as a legislator and what you are doing as a business improvement district. So talk about how you're able to work together to make a difference for Bronzeville.
So, you know, we're uniquely positioned in that Deshea used to work for the city, and one of his assignments was Bronzeville. So since I've been at the city and had the honor and the privilege of representing the Bronzeville area, I've had the ability to work with Deshea. So, you know, he has ideas and vision that I embrace, and I have a vision and ideas that he embraces as well, and we're able to help make them happen. And I think, you know, we always say there are over 900 MLK drives across the nation, and we think we have the best. And we're continuing to build it up. And Bronzeville is just one event of 8 days worth of allowing us to showcase some of the great businesses, people, and things going on King Drive. But we work at this every single day.
Absolutely. And with that said, Milele, a very important point. I want Deshea to talk about the importance of connecting the north and south sides of King Drive and why that is something that you have on your to-do list, so to speak.
You know, I just want to accent what the Alderwoman said, that this privilege of working with her also has been an honor to be able to have ideas, share goals with improving the neighborhood, Harambe, Brewers Hill, Halyard Park, Haymarket Square, those areas that the Business Improvement District touches. And it has been pretty easy to engage with the Alderwoman and ensuring that the work that we started together at the city continues with me in this particular role. Now, being able to see this King Drive and see others throughout the nation, you know, the best King Drive in the nation is a idea that is more than idea, it's truly a vision. So when we look at King Drive, our boundary currently goes from North Locust Street on the northern end down to McKinley. And our vision is to try to make sure that it doesn't appear to be a tale of two King Drives, where so much greatness is happening on the southern end and the attention is not being paid to the northern end. So the vision is to expand the bid boundary and connect the northern end with the southern end. And also, as we touch Haymarket Square, being able to engage more of the property owners. Again, there's so much success on the southern end of King Drive, and the northern end, can use some assistance. The work that we do to bring revitalization to commercial properties, to attempt to see zero vacancy, no vacant land, no vacant buildings, bringing entrepreneurs together. These are visions that the Alderwoman also shares, and being able to have a vibrant King Drive, but truly a vibrant region. And so those are, that's the idea, really, to make sure that the revitalization efforts that are occurring on the southern end, including street cleaning, public improvements with pedestrian furniture, making it more walkable, making a better quality of life for residents, does happen throughout the entire King Drive commercial corridor.
All right. And if I could, I wanted to definitely make sure I give you the opportunity to mention any other events that are happening during Bronzeville that people can get involved with, or if there's a website where they can go to kind of connect and see what they can do virtually, or maybe they want to go to the drive-in. So with that drive-in movie in particular, I know there's only so much space for the cars. So how does someone go about getting tickets to see The Wiz and Barbershop?
Yeah, for each showing, there are about 60 slots available. So yeah, it's very limited. They can access it through, there's an Eventbrite that'll be circulating on social media, and it'll also be available on the host site, which is milwaukee.gov/Bronzeville. Again, that's milwaukee.gov/Bronzeville. The entire calendar will be on there. The instructions on how to view each of the events will be there, but also the ability to register to get tickets for the drive-in will also be there as well. Mm-hmm. And we have social media sites, Bronzeville Week on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, that'll also be streaming most of the events throughout the week as well.
Yeah, and go ahead.
I had one event that will be engaging with artists in a different way. I know in the past we've done the art walk, and with social distancing and the need to, ensure that we are respecting social distancing rules, we want to be able to highlight the artists. So during the week, Tuesday through Friday, there will be artist interviews to get a little more personal with the artists and share their passions, their history, how they got into their art, and that will be a little bit of a twist, but a way to ensure we promote the artists during the week.
Yeah, I think that's awesome, because really this is all about looking back on the history of Bronzeville and continuing the tradition of everything that it represents, like I said, from art all the way up to just really Black businesses thriving and doing all the things that we saw Bronzeville represent many years ago. That's really what this is about. So I wanted Deshea to give out your website address as well, so that people can keep up with the things that you've got going on with the bid number 8.
KingDriveIs.com. That is KingDriveIs.com, and you'll find out all of the great things happening in the King Drive Business Improvement District number 8.
KingDriveIs.com and Milwaukee.gov/Bronzeville. That's where you can get all of the information. So happy that you all were able to join us today to bring us up to date, and we continue to celebrate Bronzeville for all that it was and what it continues to be. And all the best to you as you celebrate. And Milele, look for me. I'll be at that drive-through. The drive-in, rather.
Thank you, Auntie.
Thank you for being here. Milele A. Coggs is the Alderwoman for Milwaukee's 6th District, and Deshea Agee, he's the Executive Director of the historic King Drive, bid number 8. When we return to our Issues Milwaukee, we'll switch gears and get you ready for the upcoming elections and check in with a representative from the League of Women Voters of Milwaukee County. We'll do that right after this.